Hello, Romans here and welcome to another music review. I review every album from a viewpoint of a musician, as I am a singer, songwriter and a bass player for my own group Jakobe, and 2 years ago we released our debut album called Persons in Life. What makes it unique is that it's a heavy prog rock without guitars. Instead you have drums, bass, saxophone and keyboards. You can check out all of our music videos on my YouTube channel. And in the description of all these videos you will find all the information about where is the record available. It's available on all digital platforms like Spotify, Tidal, Deezer, iTunes, Amazon, Bandcamp, but also in this digipack version of a CD with a very beautifully illustrated 20 pages long booklet. So in case you want one, all you need to do is contact me via email, on Facebook or on Instagram, or you can get one through Bandcamp. And today I'm going to review the new album from Enter Shikari, Nothing is True and Everything is Possible.
Music review. Music review.
Enter Shikari is, in my opinion, one of the most experimental, innovative, groundbreaking and adventurous bands out there. My introduction to them was through the track Radiate, which is perfect, and that was in 2015. At that time they had already released the Minesweep album, which is their fourth studio album, and I just absolutely loved the combination of metalcore, hip-hop, trance, electronics, pop, nu metal and whatever, and they just made it, so perfectly. It was such an interesting cocktail of music, and I've been following them ever since. I've listened to all of their albums. I was obviously looking forward to this album a lot. It came out a couple of days ago, and since it came out I've heard it 10 times. So yeah, let's dive right into the review. The album opens up with the track The Great Unknown, which is like a synth trance rock kind of track. It has a darker vibe. Crossing the Rubicon is a bright pop tune with a very strong melody, and there are quite a few tracks like that on the album. I also think that the vocal effects are awesome, but they are very decent and in a way subtle. The Dreamer's Hotel is definitely the heaviest track on the album. It's almost trippy, and it is also accompanied by a very trippy music video. I love their dancing, it's really cool. And this track has, yet again, absolutely fantastic chorus. Waltzing Off the Face of the Earth Part 1 is like a melancholic polka song in a 3/4 time signature, and the trumpet is really great addition to the album. Modern Living has that early 2000s pop rock vibe with some electronic arrangements.
You're tossing a coin, getting this twice and then expecting it thrice. We're apocalyptics anonymous. Our fear is bottomless, now God's forgotten us. I'd like to welcome all my people here, but listen
Then the next track, Apocalypse, is like the remix of the previous track, and there's also like Reprise 3, and both of these tracks are shorter electronic instrumentals that reprise certain themes in a different arrangement in a way. The Pressure's On is another catchy pop tune with a summer vibe.
I feel like I've fallen down the staircase and broken my bones. You better figure it out now. You better figure it out now. The pressure's on.
Tina is a bit darker and reminiscent of their previous works. It also has that bit of a like trance edge, and again I really like the vocal effects.
A secret trapdoor that we cannot shut. I never noticed you were in disguise, but now I see it enough. You are a barrier around my mind. Yeah, I see.
Elegy for Extinction is a beautiful orchestral instrumental piece that sounds like from some movie soundtrack, and I like that certain familiarity about it. Then the next track, I'm not sure if I'll pronounce it right, Marionettes Part 1. Again, we have this trumpet, which is very cool, and it's like a harder electronic tune for clubs. And then part 2 is like a more melodic continuation.
Our minds are firewood, and now we spark the match. We set ourselves alight, escape this childhood. And now we spark the match. We set ourselves alight.
Satellites is very energetic, catchy tune, and I think it will be great live.
'Cause I think it could be love, but I can't show you in love. I wanna burn through the atmosphere, soar like a meteor.
The King is another memorable tune combining rap, electronic, pop and ska, I think to a certain degree. And this is one of a few tracks with the moments of like the harsher vocals, which have been a pretty dominant part on the first albums.
I used to be a charmer, but now there's holes in my armor. Fuck! I used to be the king, but they took everything. They even stole my crown. I'm gonna track you down.
Waltzing Off the Face of the Earth Part 2 is the closing track, and it closes the album in a very ambient, sonic fashion. I really love this album, and I think that it's very adventurous, it's very uplifting for the most part, it's extremely catchy, there are so many memorable songs, but it's not cheesy and it's not predictable. Even though I think that it may be a bit polarizing, because with this album Enter Shikari have definitely left the metal and rock territory, which to a certain degree they did on the previous album, The Spark. And I think that the lead singer said that they wanted to make the ultimate Enter Shikari album that their fans might use as an introduction point to someone, or for someone who hasn't been introduced to the band before. Maybe this is the most accessible album from them, but I'm not sure if somebody who doesn't listen to metal normally would really be very happy with their early material. You know, this album is accessible, so I think a lot of people would really like it. But if they would revisit the older catalog, they might be in for quite a shock with all those metalcore songs and stuff like that. But anyway, I think that Enter Shikari are absolutely phenomenal. I love this band, and I would even go as far as to call them the Rush of 21st century. I know that some people might complain that this is not a progressive band, but they are very experimental. They are pushing the formula a lot, and I'm very excited to see where they'll go from here. If you like these reviews, the best way how you can support me is by buying my debut album. At this point there's only one available because of the audio samples that I include in every review, and thus making them, I think, the most interesting on YouTube. I will never be able to earn money from these videos because of the copyright claims, so the best way, and basically the only way how you can support me, is by buying my record, and I'm pretty sure you're gonna love it. Have you heard this album already? You can let me know in the comment section below whether you agreed or disagreed with me. If you are an Enter Shikari fan, you can let me know how well do you think it compares to their previous albums, maybe which one is your favorite one. You can follow me on Facebook or on Instagram. You can find links to both in the description of this video below. If you like this review, don't forget to like, to share, to subscribe, to check out my own original music, my live performances, my worst to best series, and quite a lot of other reviews as well. Thanks a lot for watching.